What a world, DJ on the mic, you know what it is. We going in with a nice little box opening here of EX7 Digimon Liberator. Yes, guys, we finally got it. And the thing that's been kind of pissing me off lately is Bandai keep fumbling the bag. Honestly, players can't enjoy the format because half of the players don't even have the freaking cards to even, construct new decks and so forth. So in this video, I'm going to open the box, see what we get, kind of go over my overall opinion of how I'm enjoying / not enjoying Digimon Card Game at the moment, and hopefully we just get some spice. So if this is a video for you, then stick around and enjoy. And if you're new to the channel, like what you see, make sure you subscribe, tick the notification bell, guys, because God, honestly, the amount of subscribers I do have and the amount of you guys do not have the notification bell, a simple click goes a long way for the channel. So let's bust into this sucker right here like Pringles. So right here, EX7, what is actually cracking in this actual booster set? So there's actually quite a lot of new cards that's introduced based off Digimon Liberator, and then obviously you do have the new starter decks which support the archetypes that you get here as well. So mostly you've got those in this set, which is nice. It's good to kind of have like a starter deck with actual cards to actually build out the decks, because sometimes, like classic Bandai fashion, they will release a booster, they'll release an actual starter deck, and then it's just like kind of half cut, so you don't know what to kind of fill it with. But now with this running alongside the starter decks, which is also delayed, you can build quite a comprehensive deck, which is nice. But the thing that you do get here, we do get some tokens, because now that we do have the new Cinderellamon, she plays out a lot of tokens. So we do have this to kind of support that archetype, which is kind of cool. And then we do have the Legend Pack here, which comes with the actual starters of some of the alternate arts of the starter. So you have the Pulsemon, Vmon, Agumon, and Lugamon, and then you do get the Digimon Liberator card, which comes in an alternate form as well. These are foil. So let's see what we get right here. Hopefully something spicy. It's going to be Agumon, baby. So really nice in terms of the actual art. The art is sick. The foil is nice. I feel like with this set, the foiling's probably a lot better than, say, the EX6 set. I felt like the actual print on those cards were a bit trash. So it is nice that we do get these as box toppers, which are useful. Obviously the main ones that you kind of want to be getting is your BT16 Vmon, and also your Lugamon. Pulsemon, obviously, if you're a Pulsemon stan, as you can see from the map, I am a Pulsemon stan. Is very nice. It's really nice alternate art because it is a good searcher. But the Agumon, unless we actually get some support for the freaking archetype, it's kind of a bit of a dud. And the option's not bad. The option's not bad that you can get. But the amount of kind of alternate arts that we do have of that, it's kind of getting a little bit rinsed. So let's kind of bust into these. I'm not going to go too much into every card, because, like I say, most people probably know what's in these decks, because, like I say, it has been slightly delayed. But people in oh, hello, sheesh. We starting off early, guys. We starting off early. Ultimate Art, Buildstar, X Antibody. That's what we like to see. Sheesh. That's what I'm talking about. This looks so nice. So nice. So 3 Musketeers. This is kind of the wing con. I feel like the light's not doing that justice, but I'll obviously do a zoom in when we go through the roll call. But yeah, this is kind of like the wing con of the 3 Musketeers deck. Once you kind of evo on top of a 3 Musketeer trait with X Antibody for the cost of 1, which is nice. And then when digivolving, you may use 1 option card with 3 Musketeers in the text from your hand without paying the cost. Banging. And then when digivolving and when attacking, so this is not once per turn, by trashing 2 cards with the 3 Musketeers trait from this Digimon, Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level and trash the top card of their security, which is once again fantastic. So really starting off strong right there. Let's actually get that in the frame. I realize I've actually not got that in the frame, but yeah, starting off absolutely strong there. And to be honest, this kind of is a little bit similar to the previous box that I actually opened. I actually got the regular art, well, I did that off camera because yesterday was a freaking nightmare in terms of travel. I did go to London for a Salesforce event, and the event was banging. Just to travel, nightmare. Absolute nightmare. The reason why I don't travel anywhere is because just trains. You think by now, the trains or just general public transport be just a whole lot better than it actually is. It ain't. It ain't. So let's see what we've got going on here. So, like I said, we've got some good kind of supporting cards here, but will they make a massive difference to the meta? In all honesty, I don't think it will. Like, Imperial is just such a great deck at the moment, and that's kind of the deck that you need to beat, just because it's consistency, it's tools to kind of disrupt your plays, the amount of draw power that deck has, the consistency, it's just very hard to match that. And I don't think these decks that are within EX7 kind of cuts it. I mean, the starter deck for obviously the green starter that's obviously on the main box art, I can never pronounce the name, and Cinderella Mom, they're probably the ones that have the most support because they have an actual starter deck. so with that said, they actually are able to somewhat compete in this meta, but doesn't necessarily mean that they are absolutely slaying it, because you've got decks like Armors, which is still good. You know, Magnumon is still a thing despite the actual hit to Awakening. If anything, it's probably helped the deck. So we do get Talokmon. Freaking hell, that does not roll off the tongue. So this is part of the Nature Spirits deck, which once again, this feels like it needs that next wave of support in order for this to kind of pop off right there, because it is a DNA kind of aspect of the deck, and you do spawn out a lot of bodies. So to get his actual wing cut off, it's fairly straightforward on what you need to be doing. It just needs another wave of support, which it will be getting, which is nice. So when Digivolving, you may play one play cost 7 or lower Digimon with the Nature Spirits trait from your hand without paying the cost. If DNA Digivolving, you may instead play up to 2 such Digimon cards with different colours from your hand without paying the cost. So once again, it's that kind of spawn potential, which is nice. And then when attacking and when Digivolving, and this is once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP for each of your Digimon, which is just a powerful nuke. It's a shame that it's not like widespread, in all honesty, but it is essentially when Digivolving when attacking. So that would be absolutely like Nuke City if that was if that was like a Heaven's Judgment kind of vibe. But let's just say it will make the payoff worth it. And I think that's where Digimon's at the moment. I feel like the balance in payoff is out of whack. Some archetypes have an easy payoff, and when they're there, they're eating. Others feel like they have to really work for it, So it looks like we do have, oh, this is beautiful. So we do have the Hexablamon alternate art, which is very nice right here. Hexablamon, I think it's a bit of a sleeper. I know people are taking this into Mirage lists, which, you know, makes complete sense. But I think like it's on a good direction in terms of what it's wanting to do as an archetype. And once again, just think it just needs that more further support in order for it to do what it needs to be doing. So it does have security type +1 and Ice Clad. So Ice Clad is a new keyword which, when you're battling against security Digimon, compare the number of Digivolution cards instead of DP in this Digimon's battles, which is very nice. So basically, it's gonna be surviving a lot of things that's gonna be in the security naturally. So when Digivolving, trash any 4 Digivolution cards under your opponent's Digimon, which is actually pretty strong, because it's kind of like Zudamon in terms of you can just target whatever card you want. And then I realize I put it down, I can't even freaking read it. Then one of your opponent Then, if your opponent has no Digimon with Digivolution cards, return one of their tamers to the bottom of the deck. So that's a bit of tamer disruption, which is always helpful. I feel like decks with tamer disruption is very powerful. So yeah, love it. And then opponent's turn. None of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards as this Digimon can suspend. So it kind of just locks that shit down, which is nice. So we love to see it. So we've probably got possibly 2 more hits or 1 more hit. So depending on you, like, because I've got the alt secret, I effectively could get another secret, which would be like the regular art. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes down. So Wonder Stomp, and we do get, oh, this is fantastic. So we do get 2 foiled versions, like color bordered ones, and this is the one I freaking wanted. And we've got 2 of these, which I'm really happy about. So the thing I do like about the new support for the new kind of like pro tags for Liberator is that they're kind of going in the direction of playing out tamers efficiently, and this is what I like here. So if you have 1 or fewer tamers, so it doesn't have to be the actual tamer Orisa, you may play 1 Orisa from your hand without paying the cost. I really love this direction. Anything that's kind of tamer reliant needs this kind of effect. And then inheritable, your turn. All of your opponent's security Digimon get -6. God, that would be cracked. -3 KDP, which is very useful for you to safely use overclock and not die, being the thing. So you do get 2 of those per box. And then we do have a heavy metal Dramon, which is nice. Once again, it needs more support. Like, you can't necessarily play this deck straight out the box, but you can cobble together a few odd pieces to make it run. So it is a 5 Evo cost, but obviously if you Evo on top of a Dark Dragon / Evil Dragon trait to Digimon, it just costs you 4. When Digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand, and then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as or much DP as this Digimon. So because of the inheritables that you do have in this particular archetype, I know that the Impmon has, I think it has 2k DP. It's gonna be 15k, like, easy. And I can't remember what the actual champion and the ultimate have in terms of their inheritables, but yeah, you're going to be nuking stuff off the board. For the sake of you just trashing 2 cards, easy condition. Then, end of your turn, once per turn, you may play 1 card with evil Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait and play a play cost of 8 or less from your trash without paying the cost. For each card in your hand, remove 1 from this effect's maximum play cost. So once again, really good. The whole gimmick of this is making sure that your hand size is small, which actually is a good counter strategy for facing decks such as Mirage. But I mean, Mirage has many ways to make sure that your hand is pretty full. So yeah, be interesting to see once again when we have more support with that particular archetype where it goes, because it does sound pretty cool. I see the vision. Bandai just needs to lock in. Needs to absolutely lock in. So let's see what's going on here. So yeah, the standard Demi-Mermon, all that jazz. Nothing too hot. And then we do have, oh man, we're getting back-to-back SRs here. So we do have Lilithmon X Antibody. So once again, an SR. So Lilithmon from EX6 was an SR. So double SRs that you need to chase if you want to run this deck. This is obviously the X Antibody, which obviously either on top of a Lilithmon, something will cost you 1. All turns, once per turn, when a Digimon would leave the battle area, when this Digimon, sorry, leave battle, other than in battle, if a Lilithmon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, by deleting one other Digimon, this doesn't leave. So, the thing about this is that you could literally delete the opponent's Digimon, which is pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty right there. It's a very powerful card, very slept on, and it does have an actual kind of engine for it to kind of pop off. So all turns, once per turn as well. When other Digimon are deleted, if this is your turn, you play one level 4 or lower purple Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. If your opponent's trash, if it's your opponent's, trash the top card of the security stack. So once again, really strong in terms of what it does. I think it's got legs, and I think at the moment we're currently with the JP meta. We've seen purple kind of reign supreme a little bit. Don't know if it's necessarily Lilithmon. It is what is it, purple hybrid, because that's got, I think, a good engine. Kind of got a good mill strategy going on there, which I don't think Lilithmon's essentially a mill strategy per se, but it's very disruptive in what it does. So let's keep on going. We're not even gone to the actual right side yet, so we're doing pretty okay. But I think now we're probably gonna hit some R's up in here, because I mean we've pretty much like got quite a lot of hits, and I'm kind of curious of like what my actual third hit is going to be. And I hope it is going to be on the actual other side of the box, being the thing. So that's the other Impmon. So yeah, this Impmon has 2000 DP inheritable. So yeah, like I say, it's going to be most likely heavy metal Dimon's going to be popping 15k easy once you got your line. So last one of the side. Let's see what's popping. See if we end on a good high. So did need another one of those, which is great. Another one for the Cinderella deck, and then the Chris Paledra or paled one. So that's that for the left side. Left side we're pretty strong. So left side started off strong. We got some good sauce. So let's see what's going on the right side, folks. Let's see what I go on. There. So here we go. Hopefully we get some spicy, but we do get the Shoto Tamer, which this is a menace. This is an absolute menace. Once again, Bandai, you just have to play a freaking few games to realize we needed to make this very trait based. So let's read it out here, because this is a very universal card, probably quite a bit of a chase card as well. And being a rare, you're not always guaranteed to get like your playsets and so forth. So starter main, if your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory, which is great. End of your turn, by suspending this tamer, one of your Digimon, just any Digimon, gains piercing and blocker to the end of your opponent's turn. If it has Vortex Warrior in trait, it unsuspends. So very powerful in what it does, purely because it can just target a Digimon and give it piercing and blocker. Very strong. Bandai. Sometimes I gotta think, it must have been intentional. They must have knew what they were doing. Like, no one is this oblivious to some of these effects and go applications. Like, it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. But yeah, expect that card being heavily in the meta. So we've got another Magna Kidmon. So this is actually my second one, because I got one for the previous box. So this is part of the Three Musketeers strategy, and this is actually a pretty decent one. Like, out of all the Magna Kidmons that's actually been printed, this one is very solid for what it's doing in the actual new deck. Because you can either on top of Three Musketeers Digimon for the cost of 4, or you can obviously Evo for the cost of 4 for Red Digimon. On play, when Digirolling, you may use one Three Musketeer trait option from your hand without paying the cost, which is great. Then draw cards from the top of your deck until you have 6 in your hand, which is just like a reload. It's just reload, and I kind of like that. I kind of like the kind of the reload function, because you are going to be stuck in a lot of cards underneath your Digimon, especially your options there as well. And then end of your turn, once per turn, by trashing one option from Digimon's Digivolution cards. One of your 3 Musketeer traded Digimon gains security attack pool +1 for the turn and attack, which is great because you can just literally, it doesn't necessarily have to be this Digimon that swings, it can be any Digimon that you apply this effect onto. But obviously the condition of that is that they do have to attack, which is solid. So yeah, Magnakinmon, welcome to the squad. So really like that version. I think it works quite well for the deck. In terms of the 3 Musketeers as an actual deck and the revamp of it, what's my thoughts? I think it's interesting that they changed it. I think people was expecting that it was going to be the same and kind of follow the same theme. Beautiful, love to see it. But yeah, they changed it. I don't know if it is for the better. I like what they're doing with it, but I think it needs some more protection. I feel that it's a bit of a glass cannon. But like I say, because due to the delays, I'm not really doing any playtesting, so my thoughts might be pretty much invalid. But we did get the new metallic Dramon, which is pretty solid. I think with the Summit Dragons, I can't remember what they're freaking called now. Yeah, they needed the printed Hina. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, these are great. Like, what they do is very unique, and I think the Digimon for this actual archetype is solid. Because this, even though Evo costs for the cost of 5, and that is just raw Evo, you do get the on-player when attacking. D-Digital for one of your opponent's Digimon. That is freaking massive. Like, that disrupts a lot of plays. And the fact that is when attacking, not once per turn. So if they ever printed anything that can make this unsuspend, that's going to be just devastating. When Digivolving as well, none of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon can Digivolve to the end of it. So basically just stopping them playing. And then all turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effect, you may play 1 card with Rock Dragon, Earth Dragon trait from your trash wrap hidden cost. So that's where obviously you can bring out the Voltronic Dramon, or Volcanic, yeah, you know that one, from trash, and you get its on play as well, which is just going to further disrupt plays. Basically, it's just stopping you playing the game. And the only thing it just needed for that deck to pop off is just another Hina. It just needed another, like, you can't, something that relies solely on having Hina out, it needs more than 4. you need more than 4, for real. But yeah, happy to always get it. So yeah, nothing too mentionable there. But yeah, in regards to obviously the Shoto and what to expect and how to kind of counter that, just make sure that obviously for large tournament plays, you gotta bump into it. You are gonna bump into it, people, especially over in the east, in the west. Sorry, we like control. we like control. Obviously, security controls kind of died off, just due to the hits, and yeah, I think you got to expect it. So you need to make sure to tech your deck for it. Otherwise, you're just gonna get caught with your pants down. And apparently, it's a miserable matchup. And I can imagine, like Mother having blocker isn't the wave. It's not the wave. I don't want to see any of that, to be honest. So we did get the Loudramon as our kind of foil version of this, which it's not massively my hit there, but you know, it is what it is. I'll have to take it. And then beautiful, we do get a nice Cinderellmon, which I'm really excited for this deck. I think thinking about me at the moment, which kind of knocked me off, is like I had a good yellow deck. That bad boy got neutered, so Angels has kind of been a bit of a back burner for me at the moment. Even though there's a lot of people have been cooking, which I expect the chefs of the community, it's just demoralized me to actually just like pick up my yellow deck. So I'm now on the hunt to actually just build a new yellow deck, and I kind of like what Cinderellmon is doing. I like kind of swarm decks. And this is kind of unique, and the fact that it's kind of pure yellow means that I can just utilize some of the cards that I've already got that I was piloting my yellow deck anyway, which is sick. So let's have a look at what this card actually does. So Evo costs for 4, It does have overclock puppet trait. So what overclock does is at the end of your turn, by deleting one of your tokens or other puppet trait Digimon, this Digimon may attack the player without suspending, which is pretty sick. So this is where like the inevitables come in clutch to minus the security Digimon by X amount, because it doesn't protect you from battle. So if you swing and you swing into a heavy body, you could lose your main chess piece. So you've got to be vigilant on that. So start of main phase, or when digivolving, and this is not once per turn, obviously you can't digivolve twice, you may play one familiar token, and this familiar token is a yellow Digimon with 3000 DP, and it also has on deletion if one of your opponents Digimon gets minus 3k DP for the turn, which is nice. So obviously the premise is you delete a token, you give it you control the opponent's board, and you also swing, and then also when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6k DP for the turn. Obviously this is not once per turn, so if you swing, well, I'm trying to get this right. If you swing with this and then you can overclock, technically you can delete a 12k Digimon. Well, actually 15k Digimon, because you delete a token, give that minus 3k. You've already swung before, you give something at minus 6, and then you do overclock. I'm trying to think if overclock, I swear my overclock doesn't require you to be suspended, because obviously that's the whole gimmick of it. But drop a comment in the box. So yeah, I do like this card, and I am looking forward to actually trying the deck once I've got the actual pieces. That's the thing, getting the pieces, because unfortunately Bandai thought it would be a good idea to have a lot of promos with this deck as well, which is very annoying. I'm not saying that you necessarily need the promos by any stretch, but does it help? I think with the yellow, because it's actually so broad in terms of it's not necessarily the kind of archetype puppet mons. You can just literally just delete a puppet traded Digimon. I don't know I think you can kind of like mix it up and not solely rely on having those promos in, but I think it'd be pretty nice to have them in. I know the tamer of that actually is very useful, so you definitely need the promo Arissa on that one. And I'm trying to think if you need the promo champion there too, being the thing. So let's keep on the vibes. I think this could be. First I thought it was going to be the secret option there, because there is obviously a secret option in this set, and this is the first set to actually print a secret option, which took me by surprise. Is the secret option good? It's not bad. I mean, it's not my chase card. I can tell you that for free. But I think, we've got literally like 3 packs left. 3 packs. So, absolute suspense here. I'm hoping it's something spicy. I really would like something real spicy. Granted, we did get Beal Starmon, except for Ultimate Art. But I do just want something just to really pop off. And nope, it's keeping the suspense, guys. Two packs. What it gonna be? Place your bets in the comments. If you've got this far in the video. But I just hope it's gonna be like something really nice, something that I want. Ooh. So it is Gundramon Ultimate Art. It's not quite what I wanted, but it'll do. Will do. So Gundramon here is pretty powerful because it's a searcher, which is good. 12k body, which they all kind of are 12k anyway, and it is a blocker. These blockers are helpful. Evo costs for 4, and that's for regardless, even if you're on top of the 3 Musketeers. On play and when digivolving, reveal top 6 cards of your deck. You may use one 3 Musketeers trait option from amongst them without paying the costs. Return the rest to the bottom, to the top or bottom of your deck. So once again, you can stack, which is actually really helpful. When any of your 3 Musketeer trait Digimon would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects, by trashing 1 option card from this Digimon's Digivolution card, they don't leave. Beautiful. That's exactly what you wanted. A bit of freaking stickiness on the board right there. So it is nice. The texture really slaps there as well. The texture does slap, which we will see will go through the cards, and obviously I'll fix up my my camera, make sure it's not going to be blurred city. So this is going to be the last one, and I don't think I can get any more hits now, unless I get a secret here. I don't think, because technically I've got 3 ultimate arts. So unless I've got my hits, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, that's done. So 3 ultimate arts, we'll take that. we'll take that. We will take that. I've definitely not missed anything, because like the last set was weird, because I literally got 4 alternate arts. No, I got 3 alternate arts and 1 regular. So I got alternate art Mary, and I got the normal Mary, and I got 2 other alternate arts. So I'm gonna have to just go through from God, just in case I might have missed it, but I don't think I have. But anyway, let's do the roll call. Let's do the roll call right here, because this has been a pretty spicy box. I think in terms of, I'm kind of debating now, like, do I want to like try 3 Musketeers now? Just like do I want to try it? Because now that I've got the pieces, I could probably try it. So let's just try and focus that in for you guys. Boom, there we go. I feel that looks kind of spicy. So right, let's have a look at this. So obviously we did get the Beelstar X antibody, which is beautiful right here, real nice. Unfortunately, we did not actually get the Beelstar Ace, and that's out of 2 boxes as well. I've literally not even seen the goddamn card, but regardless, that is a stunning card, an absolute stunner. We did get I can never pronounce this. I wonder if the T's silent. I'm literally wondering if the T's goddamn silent. Like Lalokmon. It's gotta be silent. It makes no sense to pronounce the T. Heavy Metal Dramon, which is nice. It is a nice art. And then we did get the Hexablow alternate art, which the alternate art does pop, bro. It does pop. And obviously, if you are a stand for the Mirage, you know, you already got that bad boy altered up. I mean, this is definitely a card to add in there. I think it's just a good, nice little blue option. We did get the Gundramon alternate art, which the alternate art is beautiful. It is nice. I can't knock it. So we've got another Lilithmon, which is beautiful. Magna Kid, love to see it. Got another Cinderellmon, which I'm very happy about right here. Like I say, want to definitely pilot the deck over now. I've got 3 in total, which I can actually do something with that. And then we get the Metallic Dramon, and that is everything right there. Like I say, I feel like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to go through my cards again. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash it with a like as standard. Stay safe, stay fine, and good luck on your pulls. Peace.